Welcome back. You find us on the Pont Aven, Brittany Ferry. We're just about to leave from Plymouth and head Santander.
You got your own room, George?
I do. Would you like a tour?
Yes, go on.
Right, come on in. So over here we have the usual bookshelf, just everything so versatile. Water bottle, easy. Bathroom, nothing big. Just, toilet, sink, shower, all you really need. And bunk beds.
That's it. Where are you, top or bottom?
I'm bottom.
Okay, and who's up top?
I need a light. Ed's up top, and yeah, we're alone in here.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
We've got 3 exactly the same rooms, but George has done the most beautiful tour, so we don't need to. First time we came on this ship, there was nothing open. We were just at the end of at the start of the very first lockdown. Now it looks like there's all sorts of activities on, and we found sangria.
Sangria! Don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Cheers.
So there is a pool on board the Pont Aven, and when we used it the first year, it was closed because of the pandemic.
It was closed for COVID, yes.
Right.
The second year it was full, but we didn't realise that it would be open. And the third year it doesn't look like it's open.
Right, and George has brought his swimming trunks to go for a swim.
We'll see. Maybe a little fill it while we're travelling or something, I don't know. We're up in the entertainment area. I know there'll be something going on the stage later on. Again, it feels so busy and very different to the last couple of times we've come. It's a lot more relaxed, there's more staff. Everything is finally open.
Looking good, Mrs. R.
Thank you. It's weird how relaxed the start of this trip has been. We keep saying it, keep pinching ourselves. It's so chill. We're off. Ta-da! I was going to give you a brief history of Drake Island and the areas around Plymouth, but it was too windy. Anyway, if you want to know all that, have a look at this video, and we'll put a link in the description. Oh, there's so much entertainment going on. We've literally just pulled out of the harbour and it's already kicking off with the kids club. I've never done this before. I think I might have a pedicure. I've just booked in for a pedicure tomorrow at 11.
So me and Eddie have just gone into Harry's room, taken the key card, unlocked it, taken Harry's bunk down, and literally put everything wiped off the bathroom. We've pranked him.
So I know why the swimming pool's empty, and that's because there's a rough weather warning. We're feeling it on this trip.
It's the worst one we've been on, isn't it? We haven't felt a crossing like this.
Yeah.
We've been warned about it before.
Yeah, I think I feel a bit more comfortable lying down.
Right, walking around the ship wasn't funny, was it?
No. Well, it was funny watching everyone with their drinks weigh in.
Should we call it a night and leave them there?
Yeah. My watch says it's 10:20 now. It's not, it's 9:20 in English time, but I'll take 10:20.
We'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. We're all starving, so we're heading for breakfast. Last night we found the a la carte restaurant and we've come in and it's so quiet and so beautiful and so nice, and there's waiters taking our drinks orders and things. It feels very nice and very fancy. There was a great selection on the continental buffet. I loved the fruit and yoghurt, and we all tucked into a freshly cooked buffet-style breakfast.
And brown sauce.
That was freshly cooked and delicious, and we had waiter service, and with our ticket we got €12.50 off per person.
Breakfast was superb. We've been on this ship I don't know how many times now, and we've not been to that restaurant before, so I highly recommend it. It's a little bit more than the other restaurant, but the other restaurant is heaving, and that's just a la carte, eat as much as you want. Just a few quid more, so it didn't matter. Video editing. I'm going to get this video edited and ready for you for Wednesday, guys. But Lindsay's gone off and to have a pedicure right now, and the boys are at the cinema. So hopefully I'll get an hour to myself.
Many minutes later.
Hello, Twinkle Toesie's here.
How'd you get on?
Really well. It's called a good mandarin is hard to find. That's the colour I've got. It's like an orange mandarin colour. It's awesome.
Well, the light isn't doing it justice here.
No, but the spa is lovely, and you're sitting there and there's the first room that you walk through is for facials and massage, and then in the second room with a big window looking out to the sea is where they've got 2 seats for pedicures. And I was just looking out to the sea the whole time. I was looking for dolphins and orcas. I'm not going to lie, that's what I was doing. And she scrubbed and scraped at my feet, and then she massaged my feet. That was nice. And then put polish on, and I just feel so chill now and so pretty.
Sorted.
Pretty toes.
Ready to enjoy the holiday.
Yes, absolutely.
How was the cinema, George?
That was amazing. We went to see Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
Chris Pratt, Jack Black, amazing.
They announced on the tannoy that we were to vacate our room, so we made our way down and bumped into Sonny. He's a subscriber we met whilst boarding the ferry. Unfortunately, I had an issue with the mic, but Sonny gave the boys €50 for ice cream.
Thanks, Sonny.
We then made our way down the ship and to the parking area where we were reunited with our motorhome, and she was unscathed following the slightly choppy crossing.
Here we are.
As we drove off the ship and alongside it, we got a glimpse of how big the Pont Aven really is. I know there are much larger ships, but we always take the Pont Aven from Plymouth to Santander as it's the fastest crossing available. The queue for the customs is normally slow here, but it seems they've upgraded it and we sailed through in no time. Well, that was much easier. They've got 10 lanes here now, and they're getting through the traffic much quicker. But yay, we're in Spain, guys! Woohoo!
We only got off the ferry like 8 minutes ago.
And we're through already, right? Fantastic. Let's do this. So we've driven about an hour from Santander, would you say?
About that.
Maybe just under an hour. Pulled over to a service station so can feed these kids. Everyone's getting a little bit peckish. We ate this morning that awesome breakfast on the boat and nothing since. And I think it's nearly 5 o'clock, so everyone's getting a bit hungry. Now, the stop I had earmarked for tonight has a swimming pool with it, but it's getting late. I'm not sure if the pool's going to be open by the time we get there now. So we might just push on and keep driving, because the more I can drive today, the less I need to drive tomorrow. Temperature's starting to rise. It is now 5:20 in the afternoon. I've actually put Tarifa into the sat nav and it says 8 hours and 30. It's going to get us there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, I'm not going to drive 8 hours and 30 and get there at 2 o'clock in the morning, but we'll push on. If I've got 8.5 hours left to drive, if I can eat into some of that I've got to do tomorrow, I'll try and do that tonight. Less of a drive tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get to Tarifa then and head out into town tomorrow night. Right, just filled up with fuel. Put €128 of fuel in there. Got us 81 litres. It's €1.56. Now I'm not going to do all the fuel stops like I did last time. Don't worry about that. But I will warn you, I did bring €100 notes. And she didn't like them in there at all, but she did accept them. And she weren't speaking English, I weren't speaking any Spanish, but she reluctantly accepted them. So I think I'm going to struggle to get rid of the rest of these €100 notes. I drove until around 9 p.m. when I was shattered. So Lynn's found us a perfect little stop off and a free air in Bejar, around an hour south of Salamanca. And we parked up with these fellow motorhomes and got a good night's sleep.
Good morning.
You had a nice morning so far?
I have had a really good stretch for the first time in a few days. I have done some work, getting payroll started, and what else have I done? Sat in the sunshine. Very nice.
Yes, and made us some lovely breakfast.
And made you all some lovely breakfast. I'm not ready for breakfast yet.
They're all queuing up over here to use the services and empty the grey and fill up with the fresh and empty the toilet, which we'll be doing shortly. It was warm last night, but not too warm. You see, we just had all the windows and the roof open there, but no aircon on. We found this place that we're staying at, not on Search for Sites, guys. We found it on Atli, which is a very new to us app that we've been using, right?
Yes.
We've also been transitioning, moving our places on our personal map over to Atli, because the app is very, very slick, isn't it? You can just download and install the app and browse it. Now, if you want to access all our places on the Atli map, it's completely free. There's a link in the description. Just go and then search for the Roman Radfords map and you'll bring up all the places that we are staying at and have stayed at for the last 3 or 4 years, right?
And we're going to be adding the stops that we stay on this trip straight to that map.
Exactly that.
Before you even hear about it on the videos.
Right. So go to the App Store, Android and iPhone, and download the app for it. And there's a link in the description as well on that one, guys.
Yeah.
Now, they also have a premium one as well, don't they?
Yes, there is a subscription-based feature as well.
Which is Motorhome in Europe. So if you search for that map and have a look, which is where we found this stop last night, then we have got a discount on it though, guys. Yeah, it is. You know, the yearly cost we worked out was the price of maybe 2 nights in a campsite. That's what we think the yearly cost would be. And some of the places they've got in the map are fantastic. They've really sifted through and just given you the best places.
It's a user created map as well, so users that are out exploring Europe are putting on their favourite stops, so they're not putting on rubbish. The sites that they put on are being verified by the team at Attlee. The photos are relevant and the information is relevant, and the really good thing is you can navigate to it from your own map system as well.
Yes, yeah, you could just click it and go to Google Maps and
Yeah.
and navigate it that way. So quick, as a recap, if you want to look at all our places we stopped at, you can search for the Roman Radfords map as soon as you open the app, and it's all completely free. If you want the Motorhome Europe places, then it is subscription based, but we've got a discount if you click the link in the description.
Yeah.
There we are,
It's a
guys.
big 50% discount.
All right.
Now, we found this site on Attlee and it's completely free. It's an air with services right here in the middle of Spain. We're in the Salamanca region and the area is called Baja. It may be Baja, but I'm going to put the details below so you can see it on the map and pick it out that way. It might be easier. We're not staying for long. We are literally here as a pit stop, but there is a medieval city with its walls from the city. There are Renaissance buildings, including a stunning Renaissance garden. So next time we come this way, I think we might plan a day here just to explore.
Right, well, we've pulled up. We're over halfway down now. We've still got quite a bit of driving left to do, but we're going to get down the bottom by this evening, so we're ready to get on the ferry tomorrow. So Lindsay's knocking up a few sandwiches in there. Going to use the loo and then hit the road again. Right, before we hit the road, I just want to report back that the Starlink that we have stuffed up in the skylight has been working absolutely perfect. Not just in Spain, but whilst we've been on the road in Spain, and we've only got the standard package. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we are heading to Morocco, and it's not meant to work in Morocco. So make sure you're subscribed and find out if we get it working when we get over to Morocco. So we've just filled up with diesel. It's a lot of driving today. It's not a very exciting vlog for you guys. I've got nothing to film for you. I'm not going to give you loads of driving B-roll and stuff like that. But the kids just popped in and got ice cream from the petrol station. That was quite good value as well. How much was that, Georgie?
€4.50 for 3 ice creams.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Sonny.
Right, I've still got about 3 hours driving left. And then we're down at the bottom of Spain. And then we can relax and we're there ready for the morning, right? And one thing to add, I handed her a €100 note, she didn't blink, gave me a load of change as well. So we're breaking these €100 down, but yeah, take my advice, don't bring €100 to Spain because I don't like them. Right, I've still got an hour and a half left to drive, and I'm just thinking what questions you guys might have. So the route we took, we just put it into Algeciras, is it? We just put it straight into Google and let that take care of it. So whatever route that is, but it's definitely the main artery that most people would take to go from north to south. Because all the way down, we kept seeing, even from not far after Santander, kept seeing signs for ferry tickets. And it was in Arabic as well. So you can actually buy your tickets all the way down. There's places and services that you can pull in. So that's the route I took. It has been a long drive. It's been motorway most of the way. The road surfaces on some of it has been a little bit rough, a little bit dodgy. But fortunately we've got the airbags and that's kind of eased it out a little bit, but not massively. Some of these roads here, geez. I'm thinking what other questions you guys might have. Tolls. Absolutely no tolls at all. And I didn't put avoid tolls in there, so not paid a toll yet. Although we're not quite at the end yet, got an hour and a half left. Where do we just go through? Seville.
Yes.
Seville. Yeah, and we just got the last leg of it now. Lindsay's just trying to find us a park up for tonight. I did originally want to stay at Tarifa, but it's an hour to the ferry, so we just said no. Let's be closer for the morning. Ferry's about 11 o'clock. I think they want us there 2 hours before, and I think the crossing is just 1 hour. And we've already booked this one. You know, we don't book much, but we booked both ferries. That's what we need. So that's why we definitely needed to be down there for Wednesday morning. So there, just a few questions I thought you guys might have, and just to fluff this out, because it's just been driving, and I haven't had much to vlog for you guys, but hopefully we'll find something later when we find a little park up. And one other thing, we've been getting a lot of questions on our social media, on our Facebook and what have you, about where are we going and how long we're going for. If you haven't watched the video we made about 3 weeks ago about our Moroccan trip, please go and watch that first before asking us any more questions, because we do explain quite a bit of it in there about what we're doing, where we're going, how much it costs and things like that. Thanks. So we found a cracking little spot. The beach is just beyond them trees over there, which is where the boys have gone to have a little play. Linz and I are doing a bit of work. I am just trying to get this video uploaded for you, but I'm struggling, and there's no trees here in the way. Maybe it's these ones here that cause me an issue with the Starlink, but I'm hoping I can get it uploaded, or we're going to have to move from this beautiful spot tonight and find somewhere else so we can upload the video, because we're off to Morocco in the morning and I may not get reception. The Starlink might not even work. So also statistics. I've been recording some statistics I'm going to share with you. Some stats from our driving. Average fuel consumption is 22.3. We've done 861 miles already to get down to the bottom of Spain. That's where we are. And I've been driving for nearly 19 hours. So there you go. Average speed 46 miles per hour. Crumbs, we've done 14,300 miles in this van already. Okay, there's some stats for you guys that like these kind of things, you know. I won't be keeping loads of stats like this and all my costs, but I will mention them as we go in. If we're paying for a campsite, I'm going to let you know what things are like that. The odd amount of fuel, I'll let you know. I'm hoping we're going to pay less than £1 a litre of fuel in Morocco, but we'll see. So we're parked just there, and the beach is just right through here. And there the boys playing over there. They made some friends by the looks of it. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Indonesian nasi goreng, which I love. We've not tried this particular version. It's basically you fry off your protein, add some veggies, and then add the rice, and voila, a one-pot meal.
Dinner's ready, guys. So how did dinner come out?
Good, I think. I've not tried it yet, but nasi goreng, which is Indonesian rice. I've put veggies and prawns with it, and a fried egg.
Dinner was lovely. Thank you, my love.
Oh, my pleasure.
But we're just kicking back and watching Search Party, which is the new Johnny Harris channel on YouTube, and it's brilliant. So if you haven't seen it, go over and have a look. Search Party on YouTube. Right, we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. What a beautiful night's sleep. The beach is right there. Of course, we're going to leave you a link in the description for this park up, guys, but don't abuse it. It is beautiful. There's a few camper vans parked right on the beach on the front there, but we would have been obstructed by the trees if we moved over there, and I needed it to upload the video for last night. Anyway, today we're going to Morocco. Really excited. I think we're all bursting with excitement. So we're packing up the van now. We're going to get on the road. I think the ferry's at 11, and we need to be there a couple of hours before. And we need to go and check in and get our tickets printed at the port, which is a criteria, I understand, reading from people's comments. So let's get on the road. Let's play a game. So we've arrived at the port around 2 hours early for the crossing. And we're in the queue. I've gone to check with the guys, and about 9:30 they're going to open up and let us in, and I've checked with them as well. They are going to print our boarding pass, which is exactly what we need to get on. And Lindsay's in here sorting out breakfast for the boys.
I am. We're on cereal and toast on offer because we've had no cereal, so the milk is getting.
Okay.
I do love this fridge. There's no doubt that anything I've kept in here for the last few days isn't anything but perfect. It's brilliant. Because we're travelling from a Spanish port to a Spanish port, we've not even had to show a passport yet, so that's good.
It was finally time to board the ferry, so we followed the cars in the queue, only to be pulled over at the last minute and asked to stay to one side. I put it in the ferry mode to make sure that the back's lifted and the front's lower, so I won't bottom out the tow bar when getting on this ferry. After they boarded all the other cars, they asked me to spin around and reverse into the ferry. We were certainly going to be one of the first to leave on the other side.
Gracias. Well, that's it. A whole new continent to explore. See you on the next one.